Greetings, sunshines and sunnies. It is I, Queen Scarlet, Pimp Sunkiss, coming at y'all right quick, right fast, maybe, with a quick read for why are things feeling and seeming so stagnant? What are all of these delays for? And I'm gonna get straight into it, child. So we have the Ten of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. I also want us to look at the shape of the imagery on the Wheel of Fortune and see it from the perspective of a coin. Because I'm seeing, parallels between the Seven of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Now, let me just get into the overall of it. So we have the Ten of Swords here. So many of us are still holding on to some residual feelings from being betrayed and done wrong and set back and this, that, and the third. And apparently there's a need to release our grasp on that, and a part of the way that we are releasing our grasp on that is that we have to put it in words. We have to express it, whether it be creatively, whether it be exactly to the person, or we just need to talk about it to someone else. We need to get this out so that we can release it and go ahead and get through it, because many of us are just trying to, I guess, skip that step and just try to like throw it to the back of our mind and just try to move on. But spirit is wanting us to talk about it, get it off our chest, you know, sing about it, write about it, rap about it, have conversations about it, confront the issues with the person you have an issue with, this, that, and a third. And it is directly correlated with that Five of Swords, because as there is a time and a place for everything, there's a time and a place for peace, and there is a time and a place for war. So many of us have been avoiding conflict. So as a result, we have been stuffing our emotions down, and we have been suffering in silence, not demanding what we deserve, not asking for what we need and what we want, and not saying what we actually have to say, not saying what we actually feel and think about things. And there's a need to confront whatever those things are and all of those things that are, and go ahead and face that conflict, because for some people it may not even turn into this all-out war, but for some of us we need to just go ahead and get the fight out of the way so that things can move forward, and so that we can get on a more honest frequency in the process of getting where we need to go. Because there are just certain things that we have coming to us and that we want and need that we aren't going to get until we get real about it. And the main way that we get real about it is putting it all out on the table and saying what we need to say, and going ahead and having those conflicts so that other people can say what they need to say. And the other people's responses and reactions and things that they say in response to what it is that we have to say when we are in conflict or when we're in those conversations, those things have truths that we need. It may not be what we want to hear, but there are truths in the midst of their reactions that we need on that next level. So we can't get to that next level until we get all of those truths out and acknowledged and out of the way. So, Seven of Pentacles. Many of us have been neglecting certain things that we need. So this is self-care. This is certain things that have to do with groundwork and planning for streams of income, and also creativity. Basically, we've been putting off things that we know we need to do for ourselves and for our own careers and things of that nature, because we don't feel like it. We are basically on the brink of giving up because everything feels so stagnant. Every move that we feel like we're trying to make has been shot down, or we've been constantly redirected or constantly rejected, or it's always this one thing that we need to do that we can't do right now or whatever, and everything is just getting really frustrating. We feel like everything is falling apart. It's like things just won't budge. And so we're getting too wrapped up in that feeling. And please believe me, I understand, because even in reading this, I'm like, well, Spirit, you are taking us down through there, so I don't know what you expect. And that's a part of the honesty of it all as well. We need to be honest with our divine realm about the fact that we are feeling like, hey, this is a bit much. This is a bit much. I'm about to snap. I need a break. I need something to come through. I need something to come through. I'm about to give up, God. I'm about to spaz the fuck out, God. I need some lead way. I need something to give. So we gotta get honest about that so that we can break out of what it feels like and what it looks like, so that we can continue to hold that faith and continue to build what it is that we're trying to build, and do what it is that we're trying to do, and manifest what it is that we are trying to manifest. Because much of this is test. It's test, it's redirection, it's stuff to grow us. And absolutely, it is frustrating as piss ass. And that is the message that is coming up right now, for us to be honest about our frustration with the universe right now, and be honest about our frustration with God right now, because they are taking us down through there. And we got to be honest about it. It's nothing wrong with being honest about it, as long as you have the intent to still press forward and work with God all at the same time. So that's where the Wheel of Fortune comes in. Keep going, keep doing what you need to do as you can. Rest when you feel like you need to, and get back to it when you feel like you're ready. Say what you need to say, build what you need to build, do the rituals and everything that you feel like you need to do, this, that, and the third. Do your best to keep your eye on the prize, because much of a reason for these delays and stagnancies also is because the divine realm, and that's why we also need to have these conversations with people that we need to have the conversations with, and confront those conflicts, so that karma can go where it needs to go. And karma can't necessarily go where it needs to go until we get on that frequency of honesty. And so the divine realm is trying to get those people who need that accountability type of karma, or what a lot of people would call bad karma. They're trying to get that to the people that they need to get it to, but a lot of us are keeping that from happening because we won't be honest about what those people have done to us, and we won't be honest about what it is that we need to say, and what it is that we feel and think as a result of it. So we have to help our divine realm help us by being honest, and by fighting for ourselves and standing up for ourselves and not giving up on ourselves. And we need to do that so that our good karma can come through. That is what that Wheel of Fortune is about. The karma going where it needs to go. Bad karma going where it needs to go, and the good karma coming to us as we deserve it. So overall, seems like as a unit, we are working on our frequency of honesty and understanding the time and the place for war, and not giving up for ourselves. And once again, you don't have to think of war as an all-out fight. You think of it more so as actions that need to be taken, things that need to be said that may not be so nice, because that's just what it is. That's just the truth of the matter. Which, so with that being said, it all ties into the frequency of honesty, and us simply making the decision. I'm using the term simply loosely, but us making the decision to not give up on ourselves. So also, if you've been working on your goals and you've been thinking about how you want it to benefit everybody else and what you want to do with your blessings for everybody else, that is more than likely a part of the redirection of it, because you need to redirect back to yourself. Because if you're doing it for other people, then it's going to make it that much easier for you to give up on yourself. So again, let's work on our frequency of honesty, and let's not give up on ourselves. And y'all, I have milked this cow dry. And if you're feeling synchronized, please like, share, and subscribe so that you can be one of the first to be back through these queenly quarters for the next time. And be sure to bless my comment section with your questions and conversations. And as always, I bid you all light, love, healing, and liberation. Emphasis on liberation. Mwah.